Hello everybody and welcome back to Chains Daily Model, where I model a game asset for Chains each and every single day, every day. Today I got inspiration yesterday from Borderlands. I want to make like I don't know what it's called, but a different type of mushroom. Looks like, I'd call it a wavy mush. Let's call it a wavy mush. I have the inspiration on my phone, on my computer, so I guess I can't really show it. But I'm gonna start right away, don't waste time. And I am thinking about how would I handle the topology of this thing. As you can hear, it's wavy, so it might be a bit strange to model this. It's very organic. And organic things are typically pretty difficult to model. Okay, I have an idea. So if I go ahead and merge everything at the center, let's go to top view, and then just extrude this. And if let's actually subdivide right away so I could see a more natural flow. Let's go turn off, I guess not turn you off. Turn off the grid. There we go, so I can see this a little bit better. I feel like I need to change the background color because it's hard to see the vertices. Something a bit brighter so that the dark. Actually, let's do that right now. What I'm looking for? Viewport or theme? User interface. Can I search for things? Interesting. Let's go to add this blue dark. I don't know. Add a blue dark. Let's go ahead. Okay. That's mine. Blender dark is gray background. Deep gray. This is very interesting. Maya. Interesting. I've never used Maya before, so. Oh, it's gonna be weird. Oh my god, that's not print. Oh, that's even worse. Okay, so I guess Blender. I would prefer mine. But still, I need to. Like, I'm gonna find this real quick. Literally, the second I paused, I found it. Is this it? No, it's not. Oh shit. Current frame. Should be somewhere here. Because I did 3D viewport. So it's definitely got to be here. And make it less saturated. Oh, that's. I don't know, that's kind of cool. I think I'll go vignette and increase the brightness of the middle just a little bit. There we go. That's kind of cool. I don't know, I'll go with this. A little bit of a lag spike there. Okay, back to work on the mushroom. A little bit of a detour there. Move around the vertices in a way that is satisfactory. This one's going to be fairly high poly, so I think this is going to be generally a pretty big mesh. Okay, that's one. I like that. Let's go ahead and create another one. Let's go ahead and actually make this part a little bit smaller. And bigger. Let's have like a big wave right there. I know you don't really understand what I'm going to be doing here, but it all makes sense fairly soon. First, I'm just making a few kind of random squiggles. Let's make one more, then I'll place them around randomly. I don't like how this starts the same way. This one might be a little bit too... Let's go ahead and finish it off right there. Okay, now that I have 3, I'm gonna separate them. Just to make it easier. And then what I want to do is extrude them all like that. Scale by individual faces, so that kind of tapers down. And then, yeah, I might actually, now that I think about it, have to, in general, give it more space, because I'm gonna have to solidify it. Don't want this just to be a plane. Kind of weird because I scaled it down. I feel like I have perspective, but this is orthographic mode right now, so it's kind of confusing me. Very interesting. Okay, now let's go ahead and bring these all guys up, and then set the origin. Oops, did not mean to set you to the bottom here. There we go. So then when I rotate it or something, it stays there. That's good. Let's go ahead and give a solidify modifier right away. Wait, what am I doing? It's right here. Solidify it. Tolerance to 0, so it goes from both sides. I'm thinking first I'm gonna add a supporting edge loop up top. There we go. And also I want this supporting edge loop, I want to scale it down so that it gets this kind of tapered effect. So it kind of goes out. Here, I guess it would go out this way, and here it would go out this way. Not too sure. And then scale you more like that, I think. And also randomize, like bring this one out. Like I said earlier, it's very organic shapes, so you really just want to randomize things. You don't want it to be all the same. And let's go ahead and copy modifiers. Where is it? There it is. I should add that as a shortcut because I use that quite a bit. And then bring you up, same as before, scale you down, bring you, scale you, move some vertices around. Let's move them way out. Move this one way in, perhaps. There you go. And then now do the taper thing again. Is this a taper? I don't know. I don't know what's the correct terminology for this. This is a bit of a weird one. That's good. That's good though. That works. Okay. I'm gonna add another edge loop right there. This automatically will have, like, if I apply this, like, this is good topology. Of course, I could reduce it down here so it's not too much. So I might do that. Sorry, localize it. That's what I want to say. Okay, now this squiggle is a bit of a fun one. Let's go to have them go like that. I'm gonna have to definitely add a supporting edge loop here. Add one there. This will probably be like the highest poly mesh so far. But it might just be necessary. There you go. Now I got these three things. Let's see how high the decimate. One of this is 500. Should I localize? It's gonna be a lot of work. What I mean by that, like up here, it needs this topology, but as you go down, it's not that necessary. So maybe I really should just like do that. Let's see, this wraps all the way around, doesn't it? It does. So the opposite of this one is that one. So now I want to join these. Does that wrap around correctly? Yep. And the point is I get rid of these faces. And now you can see I maintain the what is the word I'm looking for? The high topology on the top while decreasing to the bottom. That's what we've been trying to do for quite some time now. I mean, ever since the beginning. That's what I've been focusing on. Wait, no, that's not the one. Yeah, that's the one. It is trying to localize my geometry so that I can greatly decrease the amount of vertices, so I can increase the amount of objects I can have in my scenes. So now this one, if I shade smooth it, honestly, it's fine. It's probably gonna be hidden most of the time, so I could move these to support this one because I don't need it here. This is mostly flat. So I could move it a little bit like that, move this one up. So remember the topology we were working with was 530, I believe. Okay, so I'm gonna need the topology here on this bend. I can't get rid of that, but I can get rid of you. You are the opposite face. Oh, wait. Meant to join there. But now I lost detail over here. Okay, I think it'll work. Do I want to get rid of this nice bend here? Let's try it. You're the upside. I'm really liking this gradient thing. I don't know, it makes everything a lot easier to see for some reason. For some reason it's not joining. If I J key breaking or what? I'm pressing it, but I ain't doing nothing. Yeah, no, that's good. It doesn't have to be higher topology than that. I definitely want to leave this one. So let's get rid of these. This is mostly flat. So I can definitely get rid of it. Yep. Didn't change it too much. I could also get rid of this one, these two, because they are also mostly flat. This has to stay at least these 3, and these 2 can can skedaddle. Just like that. I would like to get rid of this one. I could probably just dissolve it. That changes it too much. Okay, now let's see how much we're at. 396. So already decreased it by over 100 just by localizing, and it didn't honestly change it too much. One thing, if I get rid of you, that changes it quite a bit. I don't like that. The bottom won't really be seen, I'm thinking. Maybe I'll keep it. I'm also thinking now, because what I'm going to do is, maybe they're a little bit too large. Because I want them to be big, like I want this to be a big mushroom, right? The idea is I'm going to have these, and I'm going to place them around in this kind of circular fashion to get a wavy mushroom. And I'm going to duplicate them and bring more, and it's going to be, like you can already see, that's starting to look interesting. But I'm thinking how to not add extra work, because once I want to do lower poly, in the before when I was doing lower poly, like with the mushrooms, I'll have the old version of the mushroom here. Let's hide that. With the mushrooms, I would just go in and delete some vertices. Do what I was doing here, re-topologizing and deleting vertices that we don't need. But because I'm going to be taking the same object and duplicating it, I am wondering how I can make it so that I don't have to retopologize each and every single piece. Instead, I just work on the same one. Let's call this wavy mush underscore 01. Wavy mush underscore 02. And wavy mush underscore 3. Okay, maybe the idea will come to me while I'm working on the other ones. I mean, first of all, what if I just get rid of the subdivision modifier? That could work for far away. Yeah, not too sure. What if I get rid of you? And there's a lot of detail. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this one then. Come on, join. There you go. Wait, is that the wrong one? Oh, damn. No, okay, that's fine. I want to keep this one. So get rid of it. Sorry, need to go to edge. If I get rid of it, it does lose its form quite a bit. So here's very curved, so I kind of need to keep the edge loops here. And here too, it's very curved, so actually I can't do much of this. Because if I get rid of like these two, that's not ideal. That's not what we want. So I can't actually really retopologize this one too much. I could definitely, however, do these, because you can barely see in here either way. So it won't change much. Yeah, that didn't change anything at all. Really. And it still looks good. How much do you have? Oh, you already have only 400. I don't remember how much that one had. Yeah, this one has 400. Okay, I guess going for 400 each is an alright goal. Is this the same one? These two I just realized are really similar, so I'm gonna change this one up a little bit. I accidentally made them basically the same. I'll give this one like a little bit of a weird taper. Much longer. This goes that. This goes that. They're still kind of similar though. But no, this one has 2 big turns. That one has 1 big turn. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, but I think one thing that will, if I just delete these vertices, there we go, now they're completely different. Okay, definitely can start with this one. I already see that right away. No point having too much topology here. This curve is kind of important. This is another curve. Here is redundant. Oh, it's not that redundant. I definitely can't get rid of this one, because that's right at the corner. Maybe if I get rid of these, no. Too much detail loss. What if I just get rid of that one? How much do you have? 327. Okay, you already have a small amount. Why did this one have so much? Do I have to merge something? Nope. Make sure they don't have any overlapping vertices. Okay, I guess they're fine. Let's make a test. So if my idea is so watch this. If I make a quick, so I press Alt duplicate. Basically, when I change one, it changes the other. Just orientate you in some random fashion real quick. And what happens if I just shift duplicate you? Because what I want is for these two to still be connected. They are connected. Perfect. So now what I do is for the lower LOD model, is I just basically retopologize this one side, get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that, and it will retopologize for every single one of them. Yes, that is exactly what I want. But before I do that, I need to texture. So I'm going to texture these 3. Well, first I need to unwrap it. I know it won't work if I just do that. Like, it couldn't even, yeah. So the seams. I think I'll have... I want the top part to be intact, I'm thinking. I'll definitely have a seam at the bottom here. Wherever it is. And now I don't want it here because it's right at the edge and this will be very visible if I make any mistakes. So I'm thinking more somewhere here. I know that still doesn't wrap. Like if I unwrap this, it'll look strange. Like what is this part? What is this compressed part? Yeah, this entire part is this. I mean, this tiny part is this entire part. This is difficult because I can't really hide the seams in a good way. Because if I do like this, like you would say, I would think that I would want this inner part because you can barely see inside it. But this inner part really just loops around here. So unwrapping this is actually going to be a bigger deal than I initially thought. Well, actually, initially I didn't think at all. What's the problem, Jesse? You don't think. Especially because later I'm going to have to know where everything is and texture it. That's not simple. I guess let's just do a good job during the painting process. I need to start using you. As in, I need to start using you. I need to start using you to mark seam because you're always using right click. I don't know what, it's not here anymore. So I need to be an edge select. Oh, that's why. Okay, but with vertices select I could, or with you, by pressing you I could mark seam even if it's just a vertice. Okay, so like I said, I'm just gonna do a good job during the painting, make sure that there is no wrong seamage during the seams or near the seams, so there isn't gonna be any problems. It's already half an hour and I barely did anything. I thought this would be a fast one because I was doing a better job at this stuff. Maybe I just go all around, do half and half. Yeah. Let's stop using that. Mark seam, unwrap. Interesting. I thought I'd do that a little bit better. Wait, so this side goes to there. So when I select you, it should only select the one side. But for some reason, it's selecting everything. Just seeing how the edge flow goes. Yeah, it's technically just a plane. But for some reason, interesting. I don't know what that was about. There we go. I guess I accidentally somehow duplicated it. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna focus on getting a better unwrap or texturing it better. It's a lot simpler this way. I know what is what. Okay, you know what? They're not using the same texture space. I guess I'm gonna have to join them for now. and unwrap them together. And now they're using the same texture space. And let's give a new new material wavy mush. Image texture. I don't know why it's connecting to alpha always. It's kind of annoying. I think you need 10, yeah, 1024. Because this is going to be fairly big. Maybe even double this. Like I said, this will be fairly big. And there are 3 of them. So there's no point in wait, so this one belongs to this one. That's weird how. Yeah. I should have them next to each other for sure. This one and this one. Yep, I guessed correctly. How do I use up my texture space the best? Definitely an age-old question. You two belong to each other. I don't know, this seems to fill in the texture space. Oh, actually I could sort of combine these two very nicely. Like that. Might be able to do the same with the rest. Let's see if I can combine these two somehow. Oh, just like that. What this will allow me to do is get generally higher resolution. Because I could scale these guys up if I have the extra space. So see, I could scale these guys up so they use up more texture space, meaning more pixels for them. Okay, I think that's fairly optimized. You're a little bit close to edge there, buddy. Okay, this is good. I like this. Make sure to select all, export UV layout, add a new, call it Wavy Mush, and then Wavy Mush UV. Let's go to open up Photoshop. Open the folder. Where are you? The ultimate nature. There you are. Let's go to open a new file. How much was it? 2048. Bring you in, and I have to. Oh, you know what I just realized? How compressed you are there. It's very compressed there. I don't like that. Okay, that's fine. It's compressed either way. Could move it just a little bit. Re-export it. Damn, I'm pretty tired today. Might have used up a little bit too much energy yesterday at the gym. Okay, I'm gonna bring the you know, the usual. It'd be cool if I can automate this process somehow. Okay, and then bring you over to the side so I can see all the mushrooms nicely. Let's go ahead and smooth now. Mesh looks alright. Make sure to save, don't forget about that. And I need to re-import the slightly modified version. You good there, Photoshop? Wait, how do I... Oh, it's control. I thought I was lagging, but I was using the wrong shortcut. Okay, you know, before I move the tablet, first I'm going to create the stuff, because I think it's easier to use my mouse. Or is it? So we're going to need quite a bit of groups, actually. Maybe I just group... Honestly, I don't think I would need to group this one. Maybe I should, just so it's easier. So I don't have 6 different layers. I'm thinking I'm going to group this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. They don't collide or this one, this one, this one, this one. No, wait, this one, this one. Huh. These two, and these two. Seems alright. Just so I don't have too many. This is selecting nicely. Expand it. That was 5 pixels? Oh yeah, because this is 2K now. So now I'm going to do that for this one. Guess you. And you. Expand by the 5 pixels. So I have you, and now just you and you. Are you going to select everything correctly? No, you are not. So let's go to get this lasso select and just manually fix that up. There you go. And now we expand again by 5 pixels and then do the last one. There you go. Now the general color, more orangey, I think. I could always, yeah, I could, oh yeah, no, that's a good idea. Later I'll make the shader in Unity, so I could easily go ahead and change up the colors. So these materials are also gonna, or all of them. Yeah, I'm gonna have a generalized texture shader, shader that I'll use for most of my materials, I'm thinking. Is it smart to use shaders on every single one of your objects in the game? I would assume it's optimized. Okay, let's go ahead, go for a strong orange base, I'm thinking. Let's... thinking just to take the fill tool. What is it, F? No, F is for full screen. Fill tool shortcut is G. Interesting. There we go. Now, actually, thanks to these, this right here, these loop cuts, I can easily tell that this is the top side. I actually couldn't be too certain whether this or this is the top side, but now I know. And I know that these are the curvatures and this is flat faces. Probably could have, no. Probably couldn't have really. Okay, let's get on with painting. Darker bottom. This is the bottom. Let's go ahead and increase the scale. This is also the bottom. Guess we're gonna have to paint all of them at once, because I don't really feel like trying to remember what color went where. So I guess I'll just hope that whatever I do is going to be good on the first try, because I will not feel like repainting everything if I don't like it. So far, I liked all of the ones I made on the first try. I didn't have to repaint any of them. At least not too much. A few adjustments here and there was required, but not too many. Okay, now let's go much brighter for the top kind of part right here. And remember, because the seam is here, I gotta make sure that right at the tip, oh wait, there's nothing there. I gotta make sure that right at the tip, it's exactly the same color on one side as is the other. So remember, these two are connected. So I need to make sure that this edge right here is properly colored, same as the one up there. And preferably no dots. And I won't really be able to have any lines going through, unless if you see, hold on, because they're inverted. I know that this edge loop co-lines with this one, so I could try to kind of like manually align it, but that's kind of, that's not the one. But that's kind of annoying, so I'm just trying to avoid adding detail around the edge loops. I know this problem could be solved if I was painting in the application itself, like, I don't know, Substance Painter or Blender also has features, but I don't know, it's really laggy. I tried it a lot before, but it's really laggy. I don't really enjoy the process of painting 3D, mainly because of the lag. I think it's just my computer not really handling. This method right here is so much better. I mean, at least in general for me, like, it's clean. It may be difficult sometimes, like, let's go ahead a little bit more. It may be difficult sometimes to, due to some of the problems like the seams that I'm talking about right now. I'm not, I guess it's not too big. It's more of a small hindrance. Got to work around it. If I was drawing in 3D, I wouldn't have that problem at all. In fact, I wouldn't have to UV wrap them this way. Like, doing 3D also would mean I have more efficient unwraps, as in they can use more of the texture space. Right now you can see all of this white, all this unused texture space. If I had a 3D model, sorry, if I was texturing in 3D space, I could unwrap in a messy way, like literally even maybe every single one of these squares have its own are lined side by side. That would mean it's impossible for me to draw the way I am right now, so I'd have to draw in 3D. But that would mean that would be more efficient for my texture space. So it's really pros and cons. I mean, I guess there is no con in 3D as long as you have a good enough computer. Because really my only con with drawing 3D is that it's laggy as hell, and it takes forever because of that. I can't draw properly. Okay, now I'm thinking about the details. Let's get a small brush, very dark color. Okay, I'm gonna, I think, because I'm using this brush constantly. What if I, what is this one? Change the brush for the details? I think I'm gonna stick with this. Yeah, because the details look more in line with the style that way. If I get anything sharper, kind of looks weird. Maybe it looks weird because I'm not really trying hard enough. I don't know. I really like the what this offers me. Okay, I think the details good. Let's actually take a look at how this looks already. What am I looking for? Wavy mush. Now let's go ahead and plop you into here and connect you. Alright, again, if this problem, not problem, keep forgetting about this. Very interesting. As of now, they don't look too organic to me. I'm not sure what they look like. Maybe once I add detail. Maybe it's because they're too shiny. If I could... Yeah, okay. The shiniest made it look like it's a plastic or something, but making it completely non-shiny makes it look more like a mushroom. Or more like an organic material, which is good. Let's go ahead and soften this stuff as well. So which one? It's you. Because I realize this transition is a little bit rough. Just in some areas. Oh, like right there. Let's... it's this one. Very gentle. I still couldn't get a hold of my chains project. There's some problem currently with the cloud and stuff, so I couldn't get it. The reason I mentioned this is because I wanted to reference my current wind shader I have in there, because I remember I did have a generalized system so that it works for grass, trees, vines, anything, and I wanted to reference it because I can't remember how I made it, and it was pretty good. So I want to reference it so I can make it again, basically. And I guess record it, might as well. But this time make it even more generalized. Try to think of a better system. I think I can manage that now. Okay, let's decrease your opacity. How about that? There you go. So I could see the actual colors better. And now we go back to what I wanted to do earlier until I got distracted somehow. Wait, how do I increase? There we go. How would I manage this? 50 minutes. Okay, I'm actually going to take a quick short break.